Everybody is entitled to live in this country, just like you.
Nobody's entitled to anything.
Like you.
He pays taxes here. Do you pay taxes here?
This entire corridor is full of people that do not pay taxes.
You stop selling drugs here, all right?
Who's selling drugs?
Yes or no, is this your rap sheet? Criminal sale of narcotics, possessing a controlled substance.
Welcome to Canal Street in New York City, an infamous location where you can buy counterfeit luxury items for cheap. And it used to be just a few sellers, primarily the Chinese from Chinatown, and it wasn't that big of a deal. However, now the entire area has been taken over by African men from West Africa who came here illegally from years prior and have flooded the streets and break the law each and every single day as they defraud the American tax system and make it unsafe for women.
You're gonna get in trouble.
I'm gonna get in trouble?
Yeah.
And now locals have to avoid the area as these men flood these streets, and they are making tens of thousands of dollars completely tax-free. How much money does somebody make here on Canal Street selling fake Gucci?
I selling 2 months. I make 20,000.
And as America's biggest city has become lawless, I have a history with these illegal vendors, as they once jumped my cameraman and I. They then got deported allegedly, and now are back on the streets committing the same crimes. And in a country where fraud is rampant and politicians keep wasting our tax dollars, it's only fair we confront and expose those that defraud the system. Welcome to the largest public counterfeit market in America. Things get dicey really quick. Here we go.
What's up, guys? Taking a look today at Nick Shirley's newest video on Canal Street. Now, he's done a few on Canal Street that I've watched just in my own time. I don't think I've covered any of them. Canal Street is in New York, and it used to be this thriving shopping district that now has just been taken over by illegal migrant street merchants that the government locally doesn't really seem to care to do anything about. Interested to see what he finds and his take. Let's take a look.
This right here is the grand finale of the Canal Street battle that has been going on for months at this point. We have even tracked down to the locations where they are now storing all of their counterfeit goods. I have a history of these guys. Last summer, I filmed a video exposing the fraud and the tens of thousands of dollars that these people make each and every single week, completely tax-free, defrauding Americans as they do not pay any tax on the money they're making. So
not only do they not pay taxes, but then it funds other criminal activity. You know, they have to launder that money. They have to spend that money. It goes to fund illegal IDs, bring more people into the country illegally, so on and so forth.
So you have ideas such as taxing the rich here or adding more tax for New York City. Meanwhile, they're letting other people that aren't even legal citizens of the United States make tens of thousands of dollars each and every single week and completely tax-free. So today, this is the grand finale. We have Sweeney with us here, and we are going to the Canal Street Run Club today to see what is happening. Hoodies are available in the link down below. So quite literally on each and every single block, they got all their goods right here. And as soon as you leave the Canal Street station, you have people selling all these goods right here. Another person on this block, another lady right here. You come out of the subway and they're right here.
Can you imagine paying tens of thousands of dollars in rent for a shop just to have somebody slap up a table free right across the walkway from you, impede the view and the foot traffic coming in and out of your shop, and they don't have to pay anything? And they're selling cheaper versions of what you have in the store that are counterfeit for, you know, half the price. I mean, I don't know how these business owners don't revolt, but I mean, most of them probably just use the cheap illegal immigrant labor in order to make up for the deficit. So
you have them right here, another one right here, another one right here. Oh, what do we got? AP?
No selling.
No selling? Why not? How much are you guys buying for?
We're not buying, we're just looking.
Just looking?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Wow, it is a busy day today.
It's packed.
It is a packed day. More right here.
Yo!
How are you doing?
God, what's going on, dude?
Good, good. What do you think about all the counterfeit selling going down here?
It's kind of crazy, man. It's kind of crazy.
Do you think these people should be able to sell these counterfeit goods out here?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of I see both sides of it because I've heard people talk about how like these people make a living doing it.
These people aren't paying taxes.
No, that is messed up too. Because I mean, I lose 45% of my income to taxes right now. So yeah, I mean, it is pretty crazy, man. It should be.
And that's just what he's getting taken off the top, not to mention what he then pays in gas tax and property tax and everything else. I mean, people in New York are lucky to walk away with like 30% of their income.
Definitely should be some regulation to it. I hear like the old governor tried to stop it and stuff, but then it just started, once he was out of office, I hear it just started firing back up and they stopped regulating it and everything. And yeah, it's just a vicious cycle, man. I just feel like it makes the area just kind of trashy too. It just kind of brings down the area. Like you can't move without people trying to stop you, you know. It just kind of, just like makes it hard to enjoy your day, you know, go about your time and have a nice time here.
All the sellers have seen that we're here, and as soon as they see the camera, they turn their heads. Look at this, look at all these goods. Wow, we got lots of stuff here today, huh? Louis, showcase it all. AirPods, how much? How much? Look, as soon as they see the camera, they start putting tablecloths over their faces. This is to a whole new level. I've never seen it with this many people.
It's block after block. It used to be a small little section, and if you guys can see here, this goes almost a mile.
I mean, why wouldn't they? Like, why wouldn't they? You know, you can start a business for free just by throwing up a table or a towel, not have to pay any taxes, not have to pay into Social Security or anything else, not have to pay for any permits, get cheap goods from China for, you know, 1/100th of the price, and then sell them for half off what the store right across the way is selling the genuine for. I mean, it's a great racket. Why, of course it's going to expand.
Maybe 2 miles sometimes, left and right, northwest, east, south. And the city council recently released a report that if these areas were being taxed, New York City would have $1 billion back in its pockets. And you wonder why we have a budget deficit. It's because open air criminality like this and fraud happening on American streets is not penalized, and it's not the cops' fault. The cops have arrested some of these people 15, some of them 19 times. It's the politicians' fault. They will not pass legislation that criminalizes this behavior.
We have some more over here, some more right here.
Why we gotta start throwing the politicians in jail, man?
Another man right here. What are we selling? How much?
What's that?
Why? What's wrong with us videotaping? Yes, ma'am.
Video keep running.
Yes, of course.
How would you feel if I take a camera and a video and go to North Carolina or South Carolina in those redneck cities and show what you do there?
Go for it.
No, how would you feel?
I feel just fine. I'm not doing anything illegal,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Tell you,
Ma'am, how would you
This is
feel?
America, not Somalia,
Every single one of your dollars that you make,
to tell
40% goes back to the government,
listen,
and other people get it for
what I'm trying to
completely
tell
free
you
who aren't
is
even from here.
8 billion people in this world.
Yep.
Whether you white or black or Asian or Chinese, whatever you can be, we have to respect one another.
Amen. I 100%
That's what
agree.
this is what is America is about. It's not taking your video and looking for people that don't look like you and try to put them
This has
down.
nothing to do with
Ma'am, I
This
respect
is
your
what you
opinion.
did.
being
How
black
many
and me being
times
white.
you did this? You did this over and over and
We want to
over
keep on
again.
doing it until
You
it's
go-
gone. Respectfully, we want to do this
you
until it's
can't.
gone. It's got nothing to do with race.
Until you gone.
Why would I be gone? I'm a
Why
taxpayer
would
here.
anything else would be gone?
Because
Who
this
told
is-
you nobody else is paying tax here? Because you take your camera, you're walking around,
Yes, ma'am. I'll
and
answer your
you
question
think
back.
that you have.
Because literally they can't pay taxes because they don't have permitted businesses, because they don't have a legal street address. They just throw the towel on the ground and sell stuff.
You are entitled to it.
You are. This is public property. You're entitled to film, and
so
just
is
like you can film me right
everybody
now.
else.
Of course, they are entitled to film me. If you want to film me right now, you can.
You're not listening to what I'm
I'm
trying
listening
to
and
say.
responding to what you're saying.
No,
I'm
you're
listening.
not.
I'm listening.
There you go.
Type it in for me. Yeah, I'm listening.
Now listen.
I'm listening, ma'am. What's your name?
What's your name?
It doesn't matter. My name
name's
don't
Nick
matter.
Shirley.
You came to my place.
This is your place?
So now
It's
I'm
my
talking
place as
to
well.
you.
Yeah.
It's his place
It
as
is
well.
your place.
He pays taxes here. Do you pay taxes here?
Why the question? Why should I answer you?
He asked
I
me.
just
I
asked you.
answered.
Do you pay
too.
taxes here?
I pay
What
taxes
give
here.
You, no.
Do you pay taxes here?
No. What give you the right to just walk to
'Cause she
me
don't.
and ask me if I pay taxes?
You came to me.
Let
This
me
is
do.
what they want.
Let me do.
This is what they
Let
want.
me do.
Respectfully, we're just having
No,
a
you're
civil
not.
conversation. If
Would
you
I
disagree,
just-
that we're
would
happy
I
to
I
just-
disagree.
didn't disagree or anything.
Of
I
course.
just think that y'all are
Would I?
enticing.
Yeah, I
and
know.
it's like
Would I
a-
take my
I've heard it multiple times.
she-
so I
Would
think
I
it's
take
all-
my camera and walk up to you and walk up to you?
Which she approached us, and we're answering
Both-
questions she
both
might have.
ways.
Yeah, because you've been here million times.
Baby, I wouldn't give them.
I will give them the energy because they.
Ma'am,
we
so for
have
every
Ma'am,
dollar
ma'am,
we
so
make,
what is your name?
Each other.
My name is Sweeney. It's very
My
nice to
name
meet
is
you.
Awa. It's nice to meet you.
We have been here. This is our
trying to
third time
tell
being
you-
here. Yes, I'm listening.
I'm trying to tell you
Yes.
that the right you have and how you feel is so is everybody else. We didn't came to a word. We didn't get to a point where I am entitled to walk up to you, walk up to this lady and tell her, do you pay taxes in America?
Well,
Do you?
Can I-
Do you
can I
pay?
respond
Can
to
you
that?
leave in America? Do I need a
We
permission
didn't
to
ask
leave?
you.
Do I have to answer you a question?
Can
Who
I-
are you?
Can I respond
Why
to that?
would I
For
answer
instance,
Do you
do
want
you
to
pay
have a
taxes here in
conversation, or do you
America?
just want to
Absolutely.
talk? I will answer you.
Would you have a problem with somebody asking you if you pay taxes?
Okay, I can respond to you.
I really wouldn't.
If you weren't doing anything illegal, you wouldn't be offended,
I would have
right?
no problem with it whatsoever.
The city
Why
council-
would you?
That's why they have a problem, because they're doing stuff illegal here.
Exactly.
What do you think about all the counterfeit selling that takes place here?
This is ridiculous. I think it's insane. Garbage, pollution, just mass
And you-
consumer.
Yeah, not to mention it's, bad for the environment, bad for other cultures. A lot of stuff is made with slave labor.
Do you live here?
I do. I'm from Queens.
And how do you feel like as far as like the safety of Canal, this area?
No, I think it's overly congested. I think there's a lot of like shady things going on, and I understand people want to get things for a cheaper price, but this has to be regulated somehow. It's not fair to pedestrians.
The lady then came back and tried to make this a race issue, when in reality this has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with what's right and what's wrong. What's wrong with us being
People
here?
that don't look like you.
It's
Do
not.
you know about the
because-
first?
I figured it out. You just got to get everyone that wants to commit the same crime as you to be the same race as you. And then when anybody tries to question it, it's just racism, right? Any group of minority can just get together and do whatever crime they want. And then if anybody says, hey, that's wrong. Oh, why is it wrong? Because we're black? Like, so stupid.
Amendment?
It's all
Stop making it race. That's racially
It is
divisive.
race.
No, it's
It
not.
is.
If you show me a bunch of white folks
If
committing
you-
fraud
if
in the
your
street,
video-
I'll come right back.
If all your
Unfortunately, I don't see them.
if all your videos you ever made that you took the video in a camera and walk around North Carolina where they make
Where? What? Where?
where they
Show me.
make that fake wine and ask them if they paying
That
taxes.
could be his
Show
next
me
video.
one of those
That-
videos.
great. If you
Show
showed
me.
us where, that'll
you
be
would
his next
never
video.
because you feel like they are entitled to be in this country.
That's
well,
incorrect.
guess what? So is everybody else. We can be here
So is
anytime,
mine.
everywhere.
Spoke to
Show
another-
Donald Trump that we don't need to
Do you know-
apologize to be in America. Thank you.
Unless you're breaking the law. Unless you're breaking the law. No one has to apologize for being America, but if you're breaking the law, there's a little bit of apologies that are owed. I'm not saying she is at all. I'm saying this entire
With your
court is.
cameras.
No, he's not. This is public property.
You should do this
is
in
public
North
property.
Carolina.
This
Do
is a
this in
public
North
street.
Carolina.
It's a public street.
Do it.
Like, what does she think is happening in North Carolina exactly? Like,
Do it in
Taxpayer
South
property.
Carolina, North Carolina, where the white people are,
Taxpayer
and ask them if they are paying taxes. You would never do that.
Not yours.
How is he breaking the law?
What law is
This
he
is
breaking?
public property.
Everybody pay taxes. Everybody.
What law is
Are
he breaking?
entitled-
What law is he
What
breaking?
law is
It's a
he
public
breaking?
street.
Answer the question.
Filming the people that didn't consent to it.
That's
You don't have to
illegal.
cons-
I love how every pedestrian that's not one of the other merchants is all just like defending Nick. See, this is what I mean when people try and tell me like you get these votes in these type of cities, and like this is the same type of shit I see on the streets here in Portland, right? Where it's like almost everybody walking by is against it, but yet the record comes out for the vote and everybody voted 80% in favor of a law allowing it to happen. It doesn't quash with me mentally.
Consent to it.
You're wrong again.
There's
You don't-
cameras all
Yes,
over the
you
street
do
that you
have
don't
to.
consent
Yes,
to.
Yes, you have
Do
to.
you consent to these?
Everybody
Do you
is
consent to the
entitled of
cameras
living
up
in
here?
America.
Do you
Just
consent
like
to
you.
cameras up here?
Just like you. Everybody is entitled to live in this country.
See, and there the people on the left and the migrant communities just love to use the racism thing. When he hasn't brought up race, or none of these people brought up race one time. Nobody has said or made any argument on whether or not they're entitled to be here. That is just All she keeps bringing up just to try and make it a divisive issue. Divide, divide, divide. When all he's saying is, like, this is against the law. If you're going to conduct business, you should have to pay taxes and do it legally like everyone else, or else everyone else should be able to just conduct whatever business they want wherever and not need any permits, not pay any taxes. Now, McDonald's would love that, which is why the left, supports it, and all the big corporations love to throw their money behind the left because they push this ideology of lawless anarchy. But in reality, that's not really what made our country get to the point it's at.
Just like you.
Nobody's entitled to anything.
Like you.
You're not entitled
Just
to
like
anything.
you.
You're not entitled to live
else,
here.
Why not? You came from Europe to here?
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Really? What
If you
country
didn't,
did I
you're
come
great.
from?
Maybe Poland?
Nope.
Maybe France?
Nope.
Maybe
Were you
Italy?
born in America?
Nope. We feel like living here just like you.
Were you born here?
If he didn't come,
Don't
his
racial
mother
profile
or
you.
father or grandfather or great-grandfather came.
Are you racially
Guess what?
profiling me?
This guy's giving her what she wants. See, she wants to turn it into this immigration racism argument, and it's a hard bait to not bite on, but like, you got to just stand on business when you're dealing with these people. And like, he's there looking at the illegal selling and fraud happening. She wants to make it some immigration racial debate because that actually is a divisive issue that people have different feelings on, because she knows that literally probably 90% of Americans, if you ask them, hey, should somebody be able to just throw down a towel and sell, knockoff goods at inflated prices, make a bunch of money and not pay any taxes, and then smuggle it and launder it into other illegal and illicit activities, is that okay? Most people in the country would say no.
Racially, people build this country.
Are you racially profiling me?
Racially, people build this country.
So did ours.
Yeah.
So did ours.
And we feel the same, just like you. We are entitled of living here.
Of course.
Please,
all
and thank you.
citizens are entitled to live here. You're right. All citizens are entitled to live
If you
here.
did it legally.
Of course, if you did it legally.
Yeah, but they're doing it illegally. That's why
Well, of
they're
course they are,
upset.
but they feel as though they're entitled to break the law. If I went to France or I went to whatever country and I broke the law and I tried to say, I'm entitled to break the law, they throw my ass in jail.
This lady's saying that we don't have the right to film here.
Yeah.
How come you think she's saying that?
So, like, my opinion is that, like, a lot of these people, they come from countries that are completely different to what you and I believe, right? And, for example, the reason I go to Japan is for Japanese people. The reason that I go to China is to see Chinese people. And a lot of these people, like I said, we've proven time and time again that they're not compatible with the West. And we've seen certain ways how they act, how they believe, how they talk to us, how they treat the streets. And like I said, this woman screaming about not filming, she's bringing basically her beliefs from...
See, like, the crazy thing about Nick's videos, right? And I've been watching Nick a long time, and I've watched his live streams and stuff he does doing these interviews too, is like, every time he does one of these, people complain, oh, he just cherry picks people that agree with him and blah, 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 blah. It's like, but he really doesn't. Like, look at this guy. What about looking at him, if you're a conservative, would make you think, oh, this is a guy that's going to share my opinion. I need to go up and get his take on it. Like, nothing. This guy does not scream conservative at all. So, like, he literally just talks to the people there. Like, you can watch live streams of him where he'll sit there and talk to people there. There's plenty of videos where people argue the point against him, like that woman was poorly trying to do. The problem is that, you see the majority of people agreeing that these things are wrong in his videos because the majority of people do agree that these things are wrong that happen. If we go into downtown Portland right now and stand in front of the fent zombie lines that are in downtown Portland and ask people passing by, hey, should something be done about this? Should these people be put into treatment or arrested or taken off the street? Is it okay that he's currently freebasing fentanyl while children are walking by? Everyone's going to say no. But yet we run an election and the people that are totally cool and say, oh, they have a right to be out there on the street, then they win in 87% of the vote. Like, it just, doesn't really, I don't know, man. I'm highly gifted in my life in statistics and probability. I was in like the top 0.1% of the nation for math and stats and prob from the time I was like in kindergarten. And the percentages aren't just, they just don't percentage for me. Doesn't make sense. But no, he doesn't just cherry pick the people that agree with him and talk to them. He literally will talk to anybody on the street there that is willing to talk.
Her country to here, she's not listening to what we do, but as you know, if it's the opposite, if we went to their country and did what they're doing, we both know what would happen. The same thing, I saw your documentary with Somalia. I can't imagine what would happen if we went to Somalia and said some of the stuff that they say to us. We wouldn't last a day. And obviously, you know that, your viewers know it. It's absolutely, this is the way it is.
At the end of the day, would you be offended if someone asked you if you pay taxes here?
Absolutely not, because that's the reality, right? Like if you're, listen, one of my favorite quotes is, if you stand for everything, you stand for nothing. And that's what a lot of these people, bro, like the way they act, you can see day to day the way they treat our streets, the way they treat the people here, the way they treat like our environment, throwing trash, throwing rubbish, because that's like the reason they fled their societies, their countries, is the same like why are they coming here then? They're trying to bring their beliefs, their imposed beliefs from their past, that obviously their countries are destroyed for a reason, and they come here, they think, okay, let's add those beliefs onto here, and it's gonna be the same exact thing, you know?
All right, so we've cleared out some of the section here on Canal. They have left these windows right here. They're not here on the corner, but if you just keep going down a little bit more, they're still going. Right now they're packing up. They are packing up right now. What's up? Look, it's like they're trying to run from the cameras or something.
We're not worried about the camera, man. We're not worried, man.
You are committing crime, you wouldn't want to be videotaped either.
What? Can we ask you some questions?
I'm not answering any question.
All right, we're happy to talk to anyone. We're happy to talk to anyone. We don't got any problem talking to anyone.
We're not worried about the camera, man.
You're not worried about the camera? He seemed pretty worried about the camera.
Maybe him, though.
Yeah, maybe him.
I'm not worried.
That's what's up. This is McDonald's. Right outside of McDonald's here, you can come get all the Gucci. Now this just goes on for blocks upon blocks. You want the fake AirPod Maxes, want the Louis Vuitton glasses, you can get everything you want here.
Meanwhile, by the way, if any citizens try and do this, I mean, here in Portland, we had, some guys that were selling fake sneakers that were actually paying taxes and running the money through a quasi-legitimate business, except they were getting the knockoff Nikes from China. And, they all get busted and thrown in jail. But meanwhile, you just have open air markets selling counterfeit goods. If it's immigrants, it does, they don't have to follow the laws. They're not from here.
What can we buy today? Anything?
Nothing left.
Not today. They're saying nothing. Look at all this stuff. How's it going?
I'm doing fantastic.
Doing fantastic.
I watch you all the time, my friend.
That's what's up.
Hey, I am good for you. Good for you. You keep going. You keep going.
Thank you.
Keep doing. You keep getting the good word out. Expose the fraudsters.
Are you buying stuff out here in Canal?
No.
No.
Nah, I'm buying real American products.
There you go. And what do you think about all these fraudsters?
Yeah. Honestly, that's money. That's money lost. If my mom
What's up? See, look, they freak out when you pull a camera on them. What do you think about Mamdani, for instance, wanting to raise tax on rich white people here, or rich people?
He's losing all his money right here. This is money gone. If you want to take care of New Yorkers, there's money gone right here. Got to take care of it.
I mean, it's the classic thing, right? Like, conservatives always want to try and find the way to pay the bills through eliminating fraud and waste, and liberals always want to just tax rich people more. Just keep pulling from this endless well of rich people. Yes, let's continue to punish more and more the best innovators, employers, designers, the most functional, best people that are making our society evolve and become bigger and better. Let's continue to punish them to greater and greater extents, not get money from all the criminals ripping off and defrauding our country. That's the logic, man. And I don't know how people can stand it. Like, even if you have complete leftist values and you support that value structure, how that's not like a line in the sand for you of like, well, no, I'm not going to just willfully support fraud.
Why do you think right now they're trying to tax the rich, for instance, here in New York City? Meanwhile, they're letting all this illegal activity take place.
Well, I mean, did you see what Hochul said? She's like, oh, they're not true New Yorkers, they're gone. I moved to Florida, and I love it in Florida. It's absolutely fantastic because I don't pay any state tax. And my house insurance, house taxes, a lot lower. So why would I want to pay a lot of the money that I work extraordinarily hard for to a city that just, throws it all away? I don't understand that anymore. It doesn't make sense. I don't care if you're left, right, center, whatever you are, just do the right thing.
And this is not the right thing.
This is not the right thing. This is not the right thing.
Right here you have the National Guard coming through, and you have all these people doing illegal activity. Let's see if these guys will fear the National Guard. I wish they would walk through there, because they wouldn't do anything. So you legit have National Guard walking right here.
You
but
have the resources to stop it. They just,
the National Guard don't even walk on the sidewalk. They just walk
Mamdani's
on
not
the
going to
street
stop it.
It's a lot faster.
He probably employs half a dozen of these guys.
We're going north on Broadway. Don't tell me it's always been like this. If you turn around the camera real quick just to show while I'm talking, it goes block after block after block, and it is because of open border policies, objectively. And I'll give you one example. I know there's all this controversy around ICE. ICE came here and put out a van for one day, okay? This place was clear. Women could walk through without being harassed and catcalled. There was no one selling drugs. There was no crime in one day. And then there was the reverberating protest against that. Why would you protest clean streets and New York tax dollars going to things that we desperately need? I will never understand that. It's
because they hate America. They hate America.
It's absurd. And either that day or the day after, they arrested, I think, like 9 or 10 people. And if you look at the track records of the people that they arrested, almost all of them had a track record of either violence or drug dealing. And these are the people that you're protesting and wanting back out in these streets. It's
they paint them all as these just helpless immigrants that are just, loving fathers, even though they have, 12 DVs and SA charges and burglary and robbery and everything else. Like, I remember one of the ICE raids they were doing, ICE was like literally posting the criminal record for every person they were going after every day. Like after they caught them, they would post their criminal record on X. And still, like, this is during all the Minneapolis stuff. And still, like, then people don't give a fuck. It's ideological. They just hate America. They hate the West. They think police are just lying. And, what can you do?
Completely un-American, no matter your skin color. It has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with tax fraud and the safety of American streets.
Look at the congestion all this counterfeit goods selling causes.
It's insane. And right now, this is the middle of the day on a Friday, right? It's almost an entire zip code. And the amount of people that send me, women included, small business owners included, that tell me they have to travel blocks around this area just to get in the subway because of this stuff. No taxpayer. We all work very hard. We're up early in the morning. We go to bed late at night, working our asses off. We should not live in a city. There should not be a single inch of any city in the United States where taxpayers can't walk. They pay for those streets with their taxes.
Look at all that cash. What's wrong with us filming this?
These people who sell, too, like to put it into some perspective of just tax dollars, make something like $3,000 to $5,000 a day. Do the math. That's one of them. Think about the breadth of that racket here in New York City.
When I first exposed this fraud, a lot of people were upset that I exposed this fraud. Just listen to this lady.
My husband showed me a clip of that kid, Nick Shirley, going around Canal Street antagonizing the men who are trying to just sell us some shit there.
The problem is these rich liberal white women, man. They've never had to really work for much. They got some job at some HR at some big company. They got a husband that makes a couple $100,000 a year, and they don't have to see any of this. They don't have to experience it. So it all just seems, it's just ridiculous. It's just media propaganda. I don't see that when I walk through my rich, posh neighborhood that's well policed. So therefore, they're just hating immigrants.
Wow. And you guys think I need to get a life? What a fucking loser. That's all.
However, this is how women really feel who live in Canal Street and have seen the degrade for years.
So you're a native New Yorker here. Yeah. A lot of people are saying this is an issue, but would you say this has just gotten worse over the years?
That isn't an issue? They're saying it isn't. Yes. Come on. They're lying. Or they're blind. I don't know what.
And you as a local New Yorker, how have you seen this area change over the past few years?
You can't walk. I mean, if you actually want to get somewhere, you can't walk through that. I mean, there's always been people that sell on the street. That's fine, but this is like insanity and very aggressive. And it's just bad. You don't even feel safe.
Yeah, it's usually limited because I'm sure they're having to duck the law. You know, they see, oh shoot, cops come and roll up the towel. You know, that's why a lot of them use like towels and blankets and stuff, because a lot of them will even have like ropes tied to each of the corners. You don't see that here on Canal Street, but normal illegal street vending, they'll have like ropes tied to the corner so that they can rip it up, and then it picks up all their goods and everything in a little, you know, knapsack made with the blanket or towel or whatever, and they throw it over their shoulder and they run away. Like, that's normal, like, illegal street vending and stuff that you've seen all your life in America, right? That you can't really stop. You know, you can patrol for it best you can, but it's such a minimal issue, it doesn't matter. These people, I mean, they're bringing out pallets of stuff. They don't give a flying. They know they're not getting messed with.
Walking through that. And I don't really scare easily.
And do you know any of these people? Did you know any of them before this?
No, this is all descended on very quickly.
A lot of people find it fun to come here for tourism purposes because they can go and buy that fake Chanel, the fake Louis Vuitton bag.
Yeah, that's always been. It's usually was the Chinese that were selling them.
So it used to be the Chinese, and now you have people from Senegal, Mauritania, Africa here.
Yeah.
They were not here before.
No.
And have any of them ever said anything to you as a woman? Or
Yeah, it's gross, you know?
What do they say?
I don't really want to repeat it.
Really, it was that bad?
Yeah.
And how come you don't think anybody steps up and does anything about Canal Street?
Because they just want these citizens that live around here to just protect these people and try to make it seem like we're doing a bad thing by trying to keep these people off the streets.
And do you think there'd be any issue with NYPD actually arresting these people?
Yeah, they should stay in jail rather than just coming out the next day.
What do you think about the catch and release laws here?
Horrible. They should be in jail for a certain amount of time depending on like what crime they did, not just getting out the next day.
Because if you arrest one of these men, they will then just come out here the next day.
Exactly. Literally the next day. Be right back out here selling.
Nick Shirley, you're awesome.
Thank you.
From Minnesota.
Oh,
Love
amazing.
What you're doing. Love what you're doing.
Have a good one. So much respect from the people on the street, but the scammers, the fraudsters, they don't like me, obviously. So here on Canal Street, you have...
I don't know, man. It just, you know, blows me away. See the same thing in Portland. Like, everybody seems to be in agreement that it's a problem, but yet, you know, the votes don't line up that way. I don't know. I'll link Nick's video down in the description if you want to check out the full thing. Shout out to Nick Shirley for doing the hard work, man. Risking his neck going out there. It's pretty insane what they're letting happen to New York and many other cities in America. Luckily, America is a huge place, and these are small, isolated incidents. Doesn't mean it can't spread if we don't fix the problem and find a solution. Anyway, have a great rest of your day, guys. Let's get back to work. Keep praying. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you to our channel supporters. Channel membership starting at just 99 cents. If you want to help support the channel completely for free, make sure you're liking, commenting, and subscribing. Thank you guys for the support, and make sure you're joining the channel if you want to get access to videos early and exclusive emojis.